Hi guys, it's Leah Baby, and welcome back to another YouTube video. So today we're going to be talking about food intake and how it can affect the body. Now recently I was talking with a friend of mine and we were conversating about my meals because they had took notice that I am somebody that does not complete any meals that I take. I will have a plate of food in front of me, and I mean completely full to the brim, and most likely only take about 3 bites, maybe 4 bites of the food and feel full. Now, most often, even though I don't complete these meals, I feel a little bit of energy, but slowly that energy starts to die out throughout the day. I usually get a lot tired. I take a lot of naps. I always feel the need to snack on something else because the meals that I'm taking just isn't enough for my body. And with that being said, it brought me into the conversation of how much should people actually be eating to fuel your body? And even if eating a certain amount of food is important, and what types of food should you be eating if you expect to go throughout the day without any problems or without any struggles or want to work out and work on your health and things of that sort. So I started doing some digging and I started reading into the National Institute of Health specifically for the US. Since this is a Western culture YouTube channel. With the research, it basically stated that as a person, you should be eating at least 3 meals a day.
Wow.
And each of those meals are supposed to be 350 to 600 calories.
What?
Now, all of those foods are supposed to consist of things that are on your food chart, which for those of you that don't know exactly what's supposed to be on the food chart, it's grains, fruits, veggies, meat, and dairy. Each meal you're supposed to have is supposed to have all of those things. But let's be honest here. We all know that nobody is eating meals that has all of those food groups. Or maybe it's just me, because I know for a fact I do not eat a meal with everything that's on there. I far away from specifically dairy. I'm not a big dairy person. Which is, again, probably why my bones be cracking and stuff like that. Because sometimes when I be walking, like, my knees be buckling. And I'll be like, oh my God, why are my knees buckling? And, now I finally get the info. But that was a little off track. So, back to being on track. Food is important, and you should be eating 3 meals a day. At least. Keyword, at least 3 meals a day. But after looking into that, I thought to myself, well, what are other people saying? Because I know for a fact that there's no way that the National Institute of Health are the only people that know how many meals you're supposed to eat. So after I did some digging, according to New York Times, a professor by the name of David Ledovsky of Cornell University, he's in charge of their nutrition program. From what I read, he suggests 1 meal a day. Now, there's a lot of controversy over this, but the crazy thing is that he's not the only professor or nutritionist that has said 1 meal a day. It comes out that multiple professors, some at Harvard, including some at Duke, also suggest 1 meal a day. They suggest that 1 major meal and then you snack throughout the day, as most people do already. I'm, again, one of those people that I don't feel the need to eat a lot, because eating a lot only makes me feel really bad, and then I end up like throwing it all up and it's like really nasty. So after reading up on his study, he says that 1 meal a day should do the trick and you just snack throughout the rest. Now, this 1 meal should contain, though, all of those food groups that were recently named, simply for your health and benefit, so that way you feel energized. Back to 3 meals a day. The reason they say to take these 3 meals is because you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast is meant to energize you since it's the first meal of the day, and that's supposed to give you the majority of your energy for the rest of the day, because that's what your body is running off of. Lunch is supposed to rejuvenate that first meal that you just had, because you probably worked a lot throughout the day. And dinner is supposed to, I guess, like, put you to sleep and also give you energy throughout the night. And then your body will digest all of it throughout your sleep. So there's that. Now, mind you guys, again, this is strictly about Western culture, which made me think about what are other cultures saying? And is there a bit of a disagreement between Western medicine or nutrition versus non-Western medicine and nutrition? So I started looking it up. For example, China, a lot similar to Professor David Letevsky's idea, only suggests 1 meal a day as well. They believe that you should snack throughout the day, and after you get a snack and you done ate your 1 meal, baby, that's enough. You're full. Call it a day. Versus Greece suggests 4 meals a day. They believe that you should have breakfast, lunch, afternoon meal, that's what they called it, and dinner. The afternoon meal is supposed to be a bit lighter meal versus the other 3, but it's still a meal with all of those same food groups that I recently named. And in a lot of West African culture, it seems as though you eat when you're hungry. Now, personally, that's what I grew up on. My mom was never a eat 3 meals a day. My father was never a eat 3 meals a day. They were always say, eat whenever you're hungry. Because if you try to force yourself to eat, your body might react differently to it versus somebody that's used to eating 3 meals a day. I can't wake up in the morning and switch my meal intake. So for those of you that are watching and that are wondering, okay, well, girl, how much are you telling me to eat? I'm telling you to eat when you feel like it, but make sure that it is a healthy amount. Straight like that. Some people aren't built to eat 3 meals a day. I'm personally not built to eat 3 meals a day, but you do need a healthy intake of food. You need to be able to eat enough that your body feels enough energy, but you also aren't overly full and your body hurts. Because too much of anything is a bad thing. So, I appreciate y'all for hearing me out today. Go ahead and subscribe down below. While you're at it, go ahead and like and comment down below. And go ahead and follow that Instagram at pyt.ricky. RICK, big EY. Bye, guys.